Hello, Aquarius. Hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello, how are you? Capricorn Extended was off the hook. It was so cool. I almost didn't want to get out of the energies in case you haven't watched that reading yet, especially the Extended, I want to say. So, yeah, that's not. For you, what I was given in the written channeling was interesting, no less, I have to say, because I received incoming with a kind of a wink wink kind of a situation. And then they said much love, light, and shadow, and 3 hearts. So I was like, wow, what is incoming? What can Aquarius expect here for them? We're going to have a look into your current situation, higher view over your situation, and what you can do to help yourselves, my darlings. Let's hop in and find out for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anyone else that resonates with the title or thumbnail of this reading. Spiritually connected to encourage, elevate, and empower those that are seeking personal and spiritual growth. Alrighty-o, let's have a look. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I can't wait. It left me in such a good mood. It was unbelievable. That feeling of interconnectedness, and you may find that as well, because it often seeps in into the next reading that we do. So very, very interesting. And yeah, I just love the energy. This one, yes. This one, no. This one, yes. Oh my God, powerful. This one, no. This one, no. This one, no. These ones, no, 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 yes, no, no, yes. Ooh, interesting. Can we turn them over? Not yet. Okay. Maybe that's the incoming. Who knows? Maybe that's the, leave these, no. We're good to park them over here for now, my dear Aquarius. So we have incoming, and I don't know yet if it's these cards or if we're talking about those. We have 2 male figures here. We have the King of Cups and the King of Wands. One seems to be, I almost mistook him for the Emperor for a second there. I was like, wow, that's really powerful. And then we have the King of Cups, who's highly intuitive and very much in their power. I have to say that in the Capricorn reading, the Queen of Cups actually came out. And there was huge soul family, huge talk of soul family. So I'm wondering if it is seeping into this one. And with that, I'm feeling like we're transcending something as well. Interesting. 2 players, not in the sense of playing people, but 2 players, like on a chessboard kind of a situation is what this is. Is this Aquarius? No. Is this Aquarius? No. Okay. Does it represent Aquarius? No. Okay. Are these other people? Yes. Okay. Interesting. Why would we start your reading, no less, with 2 masculine energies here? That's interesting. So maybe you're in a situation where you can choose, but from 2 very different people. That sounds so weird, where you have, options, I want to say here. If you're a male, the same thing, right? The same thing. One is rather like intuitive, more on the softer side, I want to say, but really in touch with their emotions. Friend of many, I want to say here too. Versus the King of Wands, and these could be friends too. Maybe you don't even have to choose. Maybe this are important people that are coming into your life. And the other energy is what I'm feeling here, very strong, almost like the Emperor. Like I said, they almost had me fooled. So they may have you fooled as well, in terms of they may present as the Emperor, but they really are a King of Wands, which isn't bad at all. It's just like not the Emperor, right? So there may be something going on in terms of somebody presenting themselves as someone that they are not. And I'm not getting like a malicious kind of a vibe here whatsoever. I'm just like, it could be them unknowingly like presenting themselves in a way that makes you think they're something other than they are. Is this on purpose? No. But it can cause confusion, right? Yes. It's interesting that I'm asking so much too, so that you can hear it. This is something that you can practice too, by the way. Practice your intuitive abilities and also your connection to the higher realms in terms of really like yes and no questions. Ask and you shall receive, right? And the King of Wands is someone that can hold their own for sure, who has had their lessons, and they know not to take away lessons from others either. So letting them discover it for themselves, that may have also to do with your way of perceiving them. Interesting. I haven't had this in a while. Usually this would happen, like, for example, in private readings when people are asking about a partnership, for example. But this also lets me know that there's a focus too much on the other person versus focus on self. Because the other person only shows up so much if the focus is too strong. And then later on, the actual person that is asking is coming through, and then we have something. But it always ends up to be that way, like in my experience. But we'll see. Let's see. Incoming, what's coming in? Ooh, you have the wheel. Something's in motion, something's meant to be, something's meant to happen. It's also a balancing act between light and shadow. Remember, much love, light and shadow is what they said. So there's a huge dose of shadow in there as well. You could receive that shadowy energy either from the King of Wands, because I'm feeling it more here, but that doesn't mean that the King here, King of Cups, doesn't have that shadowy type energy. So you can learn a lot from these people. I was strongly getting it's someone's boss too here that could be involved, or friendships, encounters. But this isn't just something, this is important, this is a meant to be, but it could have an element of throwing you off, much like, again, when you're expecting the Emperor, but then it turns out to be the King of Wands. Again, which isn't bad at all, it's just not as evolved yet. It's on its way there, I want to say. Now I'm getting the connection to the stars here. So definitely, when you have found your faith and your trust, I want to say, in the divine, in God, in spirit, in the universe, whatever you call it, in the higher powers, it's much easier to sustain certain situations, okay? To not be thrown off course as easily, or when there's stuff that's coming in that's not as pleasant, then you always find your balance, and much, much easier when you see the higher view of things in situations. Absolutely, like 1000%. 1000%, because then you know Spirit has got me. Spirit is there for me. They're here, they're protecting me. It's all good. It's an experience. Like this whole life is an experience. And with the wheel, I want to say too, it's something where we as human beings shouldn't interfere, if that makes any sense, because the wheels are turning with the Wheel of Fortune, and hence Spirit is making something happen. And one thing may not look like it's a good thing, but it turns out to be. And that's, we know these things in retrospect, like every time, but maybe you're coming more into the place of knowing them sooner than in retrospect. Like maybe the time it takes you to realize these things is becoming less and less and less, because, well, you have been here a couple of years, right? And you have been here a couple of lifetimes as well. And so you have become better at balancing your life. This one, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Coming from a place of unconditional love. You have the Ace of Cups here, my dear Aquarius. Beautiful card to have. And with, yeah, that very much feel, oh gosh, I have this tuck of my heart again that turned up in the Capricorn reading so strongly, where it was just like, I'm meeting soul family, they're meeting soul family. And this all of a sudden, this remembrance is coming in, this cosmic guidance, and that feeling of oneness, how we're all one, how no experience ever is in vain, and how everything is coming together. See, we have the water here from the King of Cups, we have the fire here from the King of Wands, like around the heart, and that is combined, and that makes you who you are. The people that you've met along this journey, Capricorn, no matter old, young, good, bad, all of these experiences, they have shaped who you are. This came up in another reading when we had patterns, or actually that's how I called the card, yeah, from the new Oracle deck, the Universal Power Oracle pattern, the number 8, where it's like you were the architect that decided before coming here who should imprint you and how. And this is so interesting because you do have those soul agreements, and I'm seeing the strings now going. And to some of you, that could also mean cutting some cords here, or you have recently cut some cords. But we always have the cords to other people. It's always there in place. They're now showing me this wild pattern where there's so many, you know, almost like thin threads, like spider web thin threads, but they're red and they're glowing and connected, almost invisible, but there they are. So very, very connected we all are in terms of oneness. Again, it brings me back to that place. You may have even seen it in meditation, and my heart is like, it's almost unbearable because it is so beautiful, like that feeling of knowing that it's all for a purpose, that it is not in vain. You may have at one point believed that nothing mattered, right? And it's just all this life is meaningless, which by what I can feel for you right now couldn't be further from the truth, to be honest. But sometimes it feels like that for sure, where we're just like in our usual routines and it's just like, oh my God, this is so boring. We don't meet any new people. Life is not moving. And this could be for years on end. This could have been for decades, right? And then all of a sudden this shift happens within you, and Spirit is taking you out of situations that don't feel good initially, but then you'll understand maybe a year or two later, or maybe even sooner, like I said earlier, where you always know Spirit is with you. They're protecting you. They're protecting your essence so that no harm shall come of you, okay? Wow, Aquarius, I absolutely love your reading. This is so amazing. Woof! This one, yeah, okay. We're taking it over to Patreon, my sweethearts, where we'll indeed work with the Universal Power Oracle. It's not available yet. I'll let you know when it is. To those of you that are interested, I can put you on the email list to keep you updated. But the rest of your reading you'll find over on Patreon. It's $11.11 a month for one whole month, not just this extended, but all the extendeds created within that month and everything that has been on there, like ever since the start of the channel, basically. So there are hundreds and hundreds of readings and pick-a-cards, and workshops are over there as well. So check it out if you like, and yeah, cancel it anytime. It's really easy. All right, sweeties, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. I can't wait to continue this reading for you, and I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, my dear Aquariuses. See you soon, or over on Patreon. Bye.